Hello again, Anna Schmidt here, house healer, spirit clearer and psychic development teacher. And today I wanted to talk to you about darker energies, the emotions, the vibration and the change that is happening in the earth around us at this very moment. We are all evolving. The human race is evolving at a faster pace. Now, I don't know why, but it just seems to be that this is the year 2021 leading into 2022 where everything seems to be speeding up. There are many different realms that exist alongside the earth realm. You have the elementals in the nature realm, you have our higher vibrational beings, our spirit guides, angels, archangels, but we also have the lower vibrational beings. These are the beings I work with a lot through my house healing work. And the lower vibrational energies are the ones that are really feeling the changes that are happening in the earth. People are creating less negative emotions. They're becoming more self-aware. Now, negative emotions, you might ask me, how are they connected to dark energy? Well, as a house healer a few years ago, I discovered that dark energy likes to feed off our emotions. Now, this was a personal thing that I had happening within myself, but I also found it within homes through the emotional energy points we find in homes where they feed off the pools of energy, but also within people's personal energy fields. So as an energy clearer, I can tune into a client, see what's in their energy field, and believe me, there are a lot of people that carry lower vibrational beings in their energy fields. Now, don't be afraid, they're not going to hurt you. It's not what they're there for. They're there to feed off the lower vibrational emotions that you create every day. And don't say you don't create them, because you do. I do. I'm owning up to it. I created overwhelm the other day because I'm getting my first book published and the cover didn't quite come out the way I was hoping. So I got a bit overwhelmed. And what happened in the next few days? I had energies coming to me because I created the emotion of overwhelm. Now, there's certain emotions that are heavier than others, such as fear, guilt, shame, paranoia, and resentment. Two of the worst, lowest vibrations that we can create. A lot of energies feed off fear, hatred, shame, paranoia, and resentment. I find it all the time. But when people are becoming more self-aware through watching YouTube, through watching people like myself, they start to question their thinking, their thoughts, actions, reactions, the words they use, how they approach other people. So as human beings, we are evolving at quite a fast pace now because we're being bombarded by spiritual awareness, psychic development, changing old patterns of behavior. Now, the darker energies, as they have told me, don't like the changes that we are making, and they are going to do their best to keep the fear happening in the world, to keep the hatred happening in the world. But as I tell them when I'm working, because a lot of them come to me for transitioning now, which is something I've started doing, as well as transitioning spirits every day, I'm getting the lower vibrational energies. That's a story for another video. But as they're coming, they're saying to me, the world is changing. We can't cope. And they are wanting to change as well. Believe it or not, dark energies, entities, whatever you want to call them, they're just a lower vibration to us. Just as the angels, archangels are a higher vibration, the ET energies, the elemental energies, the energy of the table that I'm sitting at here, everything has a vibration. Now I'm going to tell you a funny little term that I use all the time. We are emotional batteries for the dark energies. We create all these negative emotions, worry, anxiety, shame, guilt, resentment, distrust, dishonesty, all sorts of anxiety, depression. We create them all the time because that's how we're conditioned. This is what these energies come and feed off. Now, they don't have to get into your physical body. I'm not talking about possession. That's a different subject altogether. They can get in your energy field if you have holes or tears in your energy field. But quite often, they just sit on the periphery and they'll just feed off whatever you're creating that is seeping out into the world. These things are going to follow you around and feed off it. I work in this area every day. This is why I can talk about it openly and honestly. They're not going to physically hurt you. Yes, you get a bit tired. You may get a bit fatigued by having all these vibrational beings around, but they coexist. Their dimension coexists at exactly the same time as ours, and the same with the high vibrational beings. You call in an archangel to come and assist you with healing or cleansing your home. You feel this sort of high, light, fluttery, warm type feeling. The lower vibrational energies, as you can imagine, are, how can I say it? They're heavier, denser, they just make you feel tired. Whereas if you're around angel energy, you're feeling a bit wafty and a bit fluffy yourself. But when you're around the heavier ones all the time, they can tend to make you tired and you feel heavy and weighed down. When you start to think about the emotions that you create, so say something happens, I'll give you an example. Something happens at work. Instead of blurting out with some hateful, horrible, spiteful comment, you catch yourself before you even create the thought and go, what is the best way to respond to this situation? Do I need to respond at all? Is it actually my problem, or am I just interfering? We all do it. I'm not pointing the finger at anyone. We all get involved in other people's stuff. When we get involved in it and we focus on it and we create an emotion around the situation, if it's a lower vibrational emotion, if there are any energies that are wafting around in the ether or roaming around the earth looking for a particular vibration, because there are energies that only will go to resentment. There are some that feed off shame, some that feed off fear. So if you create that and you get in quite a traumatized state over it, you may draw something to yourself like that. Doesn't mean they're going to get into your body and cause all sorts of problems. They can do. That's a whole other thing altogether. But I'm talking generally today about the vibration of the earth is changing. The vibration of the people on the earth is changing because we're becoming more self-aware. And the lower vibrational energies are finding that their food stores is going to start to decline. It won't ever go all together. I mean, today, it's 2 o'clock here. I've probably created a dozen negative emotions today just with my thoughts. Because it all starts in the mind. You don't have to express them. Just create them with your thoughts. When you can be aware of it and stop yourself, that's when there's less food for these energies. Now, getting to the point of transitioning these energies, because I work with spirits, ghosts, trapped souls every day, helping them to transition from the earth realm to the afterlife waiting room and then beyond. The lower vibrational energies have been testing the boundaries with, do we trust this woman or not? And over a few years, they have built up a level of trust around the way that I work. Yes, there's probably other people in the world doing this, but I can't comment on that. I'm only commenting on my own personal experiences. I have dark energy come into my house every day, and some of you are going to be horrified because of what you see in the movies. Now, when you think about that, what does that create? 1, an adrenaline rush. 2, fear. 3, shock. 4, horror. And then you've got all those emotions starting to pool in your body. They get in your energy field. They can filter out into the vibration of the earth. That's what attracts these energies. Now, because our vibrations are changing, we're creating less of these emotions, and the dark energies actually want to transition to a special place that's in the afterlife waiting room for them. So how to keep dark energies at bay? One of the main things you can do is look at raising your vibration. Think about the intention, what you think about, why you think about it. Is it relevant for you to be thinking about? Is it something that society is drumming into your mind? Is something about creating fear or horror or shame or guilt? All lower vibrational emotions. So think about what you create with your thoughts. And then the next step is to think about the words that come out of your mouth, the way you act and the way you react to all those situations that happen to us all every single day. Because you will find that you are going to benefit yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually by changing the way you think about your thoughts and your actions and reactions. So you're benefiting yourself, you're benefiting the people around us, because everything we create in here and what comes out here ripples out into the world and affects other people. If they're super sensitive like me, I pick up people's emotions all the time. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you found this interesting, and see if you can experiment. I'm going to give you homework today. Experiment with going out there and changing the way you react to situations, physically, emotionally, mentally, and with your thoughts, and see the changes that happen within you and the people around you. So I hope you found this interesting. I really look forward to talking to you, and I'll see you again soon.